In this holy and sacred moment, a moment where two or more are gathered together with one name, one intention, the remembrance of our true identity, the holy Christ presence, the I am God presence. In this beautiful moment, we join together, and we join with all beings who, in some part of their essence, is also choosing, because we're all always choosing the remembrance. We just don't always remember it, realize it, recognize it. But we definitely are all, as children of God, through all dimensions and all time, calling out to know who we really are. Today, however, we're choosing to hear the answer to that call. And we're grateful for one another, and that we are joining together to speak on each other's behalf in this remembrance. And for this, we give thanks as we begin to see it manifesting in our lives immediately. Imagine, if you will, this thing we'll call God, like here, a circle called God. And then imagine a veil here for a moment. This world is the real world. This is the God world, the capital R real world. That's God. We seem to have separated. We actually think we separated from God. So we seem to have descended below a veil, or have gone through a veil, or pierced through a veil, creating what seems to be an alternate reality. And as I've said a zillion times up here, you can't be somewhere where God isn't, because God is all that is. But you can make believe that you're somewhere else. So that's why so many mystics would say this is a world of dreams. This is just a dream world. There's the real world of God where we have knowingness. Then we go through a veil and we have a dream world. But it started off as a happy dream called Eden. And then we hear in the mythologies how we even lost Eden. And so we went from the knowing world, the reality of God, to a dream world, but a happy dream, because we're still close to God, but seemingly separate. And then we went even further. Because of our seeming guilt and shame of separating from God, we actually projected yet another world further down or further away, depending on what direction you want to go. So further from reality. And that third world is the earth or material world, the material universe. And that world is the one where we seem to suffer the most. Buddha refers to it as a place of suffering, because he's trying to explain the thing we think we're missing, which is God. We then believe in the next level, in Eden, we believe that we're now missing that. In God, we're not missing it. But the next world is where we believe we're missing it. The final world is where we experience the belief, you see? There's the knowingness of God, there's the belief that we're less than divine, and then there's the experience, and so it is. You know the words like thoughts are things? Well, yes, they are. We know we're one with God. Wait, we're not so sure. Wait, ouch. That didn't feel so good. What happened? Oh, I just fell from heaven. And I didn't know it would hurt when I landed. You know, so this is the digression, the devolution into matter.